Support for this podcast is brought to you by Market Squawk, powered by livesquawk.co.uk for all of your on-demand data needs. Live Squawk powers Market Squawk for anything and everything you could possibly want as a financial instrument for punting, FX, gold, crypto, you name it. Market Squawk powers Live Squawk. Live Squawk has your back. Sign up, start getting the data, start collecting that cash, son. Support for this podcast is also brought to you by the one and only xbrain.co.uk. Our Viking brothers provide us with all of the supplements we could ever want. Enter promo code Fighting Words on checkout on Xbrain branded products to save 30%. Xbrain.co.uk and Market Squawk support this podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the absolute honor of being joined by, I'm going to be honest, the scariest man in all of boxing, Artur Beterbiev. How are you? Good. Hey,
Thank you for
listen,
joining us, chap.
I'm terrified on a Zoom screen looking at you right now.
They're scared of you now.
Yeah.
I'm very far, you know, don't scare.
Very far, doesn't matter. So, Mr. Beterbiev, thank you for joining us. You obviously, you know, for those who don't understand, you are the only champion with 100% KO rating. You are IBF, WBC light heavyweight champion. There's lots of talk in you becoming unified with the WBO and Joe Smith, which is a phenomenal fight. Dude, where should we begin? Joe wanted to fight you, which is nice to hear, right? Because I don't think many people do.
He said nobody wants to fight.
Yeah.
But he said Joe wants to fight.
Joe Smith, yeah?
They say, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm ready. We're talking about, like, we try to organize this fight, and I think it's gonna happen very soon.
I mean, that is a war, because he fights like you and you fight like something from another realm. That is just a pure, like, are you excited?
You know, I'm not excited, but I will try to be 100% ready for this fight.
No doubt.
I don't doubt that whatsoever. Like, even in fights that have seemed slower for you, at any moment, at any time, boom, done. Now, how many times have you personally been threatened with legal action? Maybe the boy can, about the push-ups, because, like, I tried, and then
Try to sue you because of push-up.
No.
Nobody yet sue me, you know.
Okay, well, I don't think that. Yeah. There's hope they're not brave enough.
They see the videos and they think maybe not.
Yeah. Dude, in after the Joe Smith done, and you are now IBF, WBC, WBO, is the plan to be undisputed? Is that something you want?
Can you ask me this after fight, you know?
Okay, I can. Right now, would you want to be undisputed?
I don't like talk about too far, you know. It's
like it.
Good.
I like it. So, how does it feel to listen? There's a few world champions in the mix. You know, for example, Terence Crawford. Very recently, Demetrius Andrade. You're one of them. Where even with Josh Taylor, even with 2 world titles, it still seems very hard for you to get the fights. And the others are, you know, they will fight amongst themselves, but you seem to always be the avoided man, which, as a fan, I understand why. I wouldn't personally want to fight you. I think you could probably go up to heavyweight and do very, very well. Is it frustrating, or is it just part of the game and you're, you know, old enough and wise enough and you just accept it?
Can you explain me what to say? I mean, a little bit, I didn't say.
this is for you. You always avoid. So there's other
British English?
yeah. You always avoid. So there's always
Not me always.
yeah, you, Terence Crawford, other fighters. So it's what you think about always fighting for having fight.
Always fighting for having fight?
It's your career. You always fight to have fight.
No.
Question.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
I have 2 belts.
Yes.
So far, and someone if want this belt, they can come, and that's it. It's more easy to have 2 belts and wait for them.
I like it.
If it's like it's tough to get the opponent or some fight, but right now is not bad.
Nice.
Someone thinking about like to grab my belts from me, and
Good luck.
Imagine if you didn't have belts.
if I not have belts, like it's a little bit tougher to have to find someone, to fight.
Yeah. But this is something that's quite interesting about this era, because you have champions like yourself. You would be a marquee fighter in the 80s, in the 90s, in the 50s. Like, you have the style. You are a knockout machine, undefeated. That's tick and that's tick. And you look the part. Again, another tick. You've got crazy training videos, another tick. But yet it's still like, it's almost like for myself and Ian, having the idea of having Beterbiev on the podcast is like, it's like us being teenage girls and seeing a boy band. That's how excited we are. Yeah.
I believe all my 17 fights, it's like I win them because of I'm lucky. That's it.
No.
Of course.
Lucky's,
Of course,
hey.
I do some training too, but I'm just because of I'm lucky. I win them.
I think if you're lucky in a casino 17 times, they don't let you come back.
I'm not playing casino.
Yeah.
I think it's more than casino.
Definitely, for sure. Which has been your most challenging fight to date, in your opinion?
Who? Yeah, what whom?
Yeah, who has been your most challenge?
There is the people talk about Canelo. People, for me, for example, for me, any fight like it's new challenge for me.
Mm-hmm.
Really, every fight I want to be, better than in the past.
Yeah.
And every training I need to feel like something new things or something prove my skill. I try to do like this. Like if you do not like this, someone can't get you, in the back.
That guy.
Opponent.
Yeah.
All your 17 fights.
Yeah.
Who was the toughest? Who was the hardest?
The question. Yeah, it's question.
That's part of it.
There is difficult times. There is it's not all fights. I can't say like for all 17 fights I've been 100% ready. It's not true. It's but for me, I think it's really, I remember first my fight is Towards Cloud.
Yes.
Towards Cloud, because it's first my 12 round fight, and is preparation, it's for preparation round is very tough for me first time. And this fight I remember really like, I mean not fight, I mean for preparation. But
yeah.
For fights, I think it's if we put together all different things like what situation, different things, preparation for everything, like it's maybe Alexander Gvozdyk would think the toughest fight maybe for me. because there is, I tell you know, there is all of Unify undisputed, and like this fight is more toughest, I think so. But first for preparation for everything is toughest for Taori Squawk fight, because it's first time my 12th round I'm prepared.
There's a big difference from the amateur. The amateur, it was very early in his career, and he was for the first time going through a big challenge in facing the best opponent of his career, but also face a 12-round preparation, meaning like 12-round sparrings and stuff like that for first time of his. That was the case
for sure. I mean, was that the fifth fight, right?
Sixth, I think.
Sixth. Yeah, but either way, he was a former world champion. He'd been in with like B-Hop, and he'd only lost to the best. That's a big ask, sub 10 fights, and you know you destroyed him. It's tremendous fight. Of course.
Can we have some of that luck? Go on.
Hope I'm lucky until my career finish. You know,
I hope so too. The Gvozdyk fight. That was, as a fan's perspective, that was where we got to see that you wasn't just a destroyer, because at the beginning he had a very solid game plan. He was disciplined. He was fighting to it, and early on, I felt that he had the better of the boxing match, and then you adjusted, and you know the rest is history. That was a tremendous performance. Yeah.
Fight was early in the fight, it was better, and you had to adjust. So that proves you are a boxer, not only like knockout guy.
I don't know. Maybe it's all together, and plus I'm lucky, you know.
I'm the luckiest man. I don't think we've seen.
Luck.
Yeah. I wasn't lucky when I tried the wrist when the wrist push-ups. I wasn't lucky. That it hurt. I didn't have your luck then. That's all I'm going to say on that one. How did you hook up with Mark Ramsey? How did that come to be? What was the way that all unfolded?
You know, he's a very tough coach. You know, he's like dictator. You know.
Look at him go, just dominating the laptop.
No, it's good. Like how you did meet? First time when I arrived Montreal, I met him here, like, and we start since that time. 2000, I think so. 2012, first time. I think so.
How many times have you been to dinner with Russ Amber?
Dinner?
Yeah, with Russ.
I don't remember because I'm boxer. I can't.
Yeah. Do you think that because I'm interested to know if you can eat more than him, because he puts it away. He can. Hey, don't shake your head in the background. You know you've been out with him.
It's impossible to eat more than.
You know, I'm not. You know, I eat with him, but I didn't recognize like he eat more or less.
Yeah.
Looking for that, you know.
Yeah, I know. But Streets, what do you want to know from the champ?
What was the initial thing that made you start boxing, and who was your like boxing hero when you were young?
I like Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali. But first question is why you started? Yeah. Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson, my favorite boxers in boxing. But I know about them more late when I started just boxing because my brothers used to box.
Okay.
My brothers used to box, and they bring me to boxing gym, and since that time I'm just started. But later, after when I know is box from box people, you know, and that time is after that, prefer my favorite boxers is Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson. Even it's big different style, but I like them. I don't know.
Love it.
How and why did you start boxing?
His brother.
How old were you?
I don't know exactly, don't remember. But I think, in boxing, like my coach, when I have some fight with another kids, my coach tell me go away from gym, not coming anymore, like like 10 times like this happened.
Wow.
But because I have fight with another kids, like we have always, and but I'm always back 10 times. And I used to do wrestling, free wrestling.
Yeah.
From wrestling, coach coach put me out of the gym once, and I never came back.
Yeah.
I mean, but for box, I'm 10 times he put me out away. 10 times I'm came back, and for I think it's 9 years old. I think so, 9 or 8 years old. I think so, like this.
See, you talk about lucky, but I think the kids that you fought are the lucky ones to survive. Look.
Yeah.
So, European and world champion as an amateur. 90 Olympics 96 and 10.
96 10.
96 wins and 10 losses as an amateur.
I don't remember.
No?
I never count.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
You must have almost 300 fights.
Almost more than 300.
Yeah, or 300 fights.
Yeah, more than 300.
Whoa.
Boxrec has it listed as 96.
When is more close to 100, I stop to count.
See, that's a lot of luck.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Okay, so nearly 300. That's crazy. It's what it is. No one else seems to do that level of amateur around the world. It's the Eastern Bloc fighters. They're the ones that have, Triple G has hundreds. You have hundreds. Loma has hundreds. Like, yeah, crazy. How have you stayed so like in love with the sport? Is because we see you training is crazy. We see you always in just a phenomenal condition. You seem to be incredibly dedicated to the art and the craft, which is hard to keep going, or is it just you?
It's just me, I think so. Because in my mind, like, no. I mean, of course, it's more, all part of it's like coach, all stuff. But I mean, in my mind, like, if you have a question about, like, if you think in your mind you are the best, you already lose.
Yeah.
It's wrong. It's wrong. It's mistake. I think it's my philosophy. It's like this. It's big mistake if you think you are king. I mean,
yeah.
If you still continue to box, like even you have 4 belts or 2 belts or 1 belt, or even you don't have belts, and you need to prove your skill, your all aspects, like boxing aspects, condition, everything, like. And you can, if you feel you push, if you feel some step improvement,
yeah.
It's my mind like this. I don't know if it's like, you come to gym and have 2 hours, like 1.5 hours or 2 hours training, and when you learn something, like, even today, even like I'm in boxing like 28 years old, 28 years, that I'm in boxing, and still today I'm looking for something new, something like to prove my skills, to prove my boxing technical, or something.
To get some more luck, right?
To get some more luck. It's what I like. it's not good.
What do we have without luck? I mean, even like there's a couple of shots that are like quite clearly yours. There's like a weird sort of push shot. Who's the guy that you knocked out someone with this like semi uppercut straight that just went straight through the guard and he just sunk. And it's like my coach calls that something called a slim fit, which hey, that's what he calls it. But is that like one of your moves?
What's your favorite? One of your favorite punch? The compete punch.
It's not favorite.
No,
it just works.
It just
Not
works.
favorite. Like it's again, it's again lucky punch. Like.
Do you have any one fight that you really want to do? Is there anybody out there where you're like, I would really like to fight that person, or it's just whoever comes, whoever wants to try
Wants the belts.
Yeah.
Whoever wants to get lucky.
They want to.
No,
They want to get the names.
No,
but it's
I'm not.
front of their.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm really not like box. Like I do just like my job, and I'm not. I'm not dreaming about someone.
Yeah.
Want to fight. It's tough to have in brain like these things.
Yeah.
I live very, very regular or
modest. Simple
life, and I come to gym like I come to like my work, and do my work and try to be my best in ring, in gym. That's it. Not thinking about like big names, for example, for Ella or for get 4 belts, like I want them maybe. Like I want them like if it's happened in the future, I'm happy. But if not, I'm not like crying,
Yeah.
Can we just say for all our, if we have any young listeners, because it seems boxing has changed a lot, this is how a world champion conducts ourselves. And we really wish that more people in boxing conducted yourself like that. It's such an honor to have you and hear you talking. Like, that's how we wish it was all the time. So thank you for being like representing what boxing's all about.
Thank you.
So when you see, for example, the more vocal boxers, I'm not going to name names because I know that's not how you work, but the ones that like to talk, like to get insulting, they like to make a show of it. For you, with who you are and the fighter that you are, do you just kind of smile and say, okay, guy, like, cool? Or do you think, mate, this is not okay and this will cost you?
Respect.
Respect. When there's disrespect towards you, if a fighter gives you the press conference disrespect.
When is respect is good from me or my opponent to me, like it's good, but it's like I'm when it's so kind for like my opponent try to be so kind with me, I don't like that too.
Yeah.
Not true. I know he want to beat me. I know. Don't try to lie me. To do like And I never accept like these things. And but for example, one example when I had fight with in Chicago with Alexander Jones, and like it's press conference is the day before weigh in, like, and we do press conference, and Alexander Jones take microphone and tell like, I'm Alexander King, and I came to beat or to win this fight, like and it's when he said like this, when he said like these things, and I'm little bit alive, like okay,
okay,
and then I tell it, and I take microphone. Okay, if you Alexander King, I'm if you Alexander great Alexander, yes, if you Alexander great, I'm Artur King. and I was with two. And you know, it's normal.
It's good, right?
It's like this one is good.
Yeah.
I respect like this one. But another things I don't like. But if someone do that, I try to
do it back.
answer in ring for him.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because my is not good. That's why I try to in ring.
You have to get paid for it. There's no point in doing it outside for free.
Yeah.
Champ, I don't want to keep you much more streets. Do you have anything more?
I'm like trying to get this grin off my face, but it's
Mr. Beterbiev,
thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's
Thank
an
you
absolute honor. Cannot wait to see you back out.
No,
your English is spectacular.
Because your English, British English, I not
different.
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm British. He's Australian, so it's even stranger, right?
Yeah.
So, thank you so much, champ.
We
really appreciate it.
Thank
Best
you
of
so
luck.
much.
Bye, man.